To improve visibility lowered by rain or fog, drivers should use their A. Low beam headlights, B. High beam headlights, C. Parking lights. A. Low beam headlights. Use low beam headlights when driving in rain, snow, sleet, or fog. High beam headlights in adverse weather conditions lower visibility by reflecting off the precipitation and back into the driver's eyes. You should yield to a pedestrian? A. Only if they are in a crosswalk. B. At all times, even if the pedestrian is not obeying traffic laws. C. Only if the traffic lights are in the pedestrian's favor. B. At all times, even if the pedestrian is not obeying traffic laws. Always be aware of pedestrians near your vehicle. You must do everything you can to prevent striking a pedestrian, regardless of the circumstances. When driving on an interstate, to avoid traffic merging from on-ramps to your right, the best thing to do is to A. Change lanes to the left. B. Slow down. C. Maintain your speed and position. A. Change lanes to the left. When driving on an interstate highway, be aware of upcoming on-ramps. When traffic permits, move out of the right-hand lane to allow vehicles to enter from the on-ramps to your right. When driving on the highway, consistently looking far ahead of your vehicle. A. Helps you keep up with traffic. B. Reduces the need for last-minute braking or turning. C. Allows you to spot upcoming police officers. B. Reduces the need for last-minute braking or turning. To avoid the need for last-minute braking or turning, consistently watch the road far ahead of your vehicle. By looking ahead and being ready to stop or change lanes if needed, you can drive more safely, save fuel, and help keep traffic moving at a steady pace.
Want to ace your DMV test? Go to cheatsheets.com and get your guaranteed cheat sheet.
Your license can be suspended if you are under 21 and drive with a blood alcohol level of A. 0.15% or more. B. 0.08% or more. C. Any amount. C. Any amount. There is zero tolerance for alcohol use by drivers under age 21. If you are under 21, the detection of any trace of alcohol in your system will result in stiff penalties, including the suspension of your license for 2 years. When you see this sign, you should stop and A. Check for vehicles only in the direction that you plan on going, then proceed. B. Let all vehicles that arrive before or after you go first. C. Check for traffic in all directions before proceeding. C. Check for traffic in all directions before proceeding. At a stop sign, you must come to a full stop and check for traffic in all directions before proceeding. You are preparing to exit the interstate. When should you start reducing your speed? A. About halfway through the deceleration lane. B. As you approach the deceleration lane. C. Immediately upon entering the deceleration lane. C. Immediately upon entering the deceleration lane. When leaving an interstate, you should maintain your speed until you enter the deceleration lane, at which point you should reduce your speed to the exit ramp's posted advisory speed. The proper way to make a right turn is to A. Signal, slow down, and get into the lane closest to the centerline before turning. B. Signal, slow down, and get into the lane closest to the right curb before turning. C. Approach the corner in the lane nearest the right curb, but move over toward the middle of the street before turning. B. Signal, slow down, and get into the lane closest to the right curb before turning. Before beginning a right turn, use the appropriate signal to give surrounding drivers adequate notice of your intentions. Slow down and approach the intersection from the right lane, staying as close as is practical to the right curb or edge of the roadway. If you drive more slowly than the flow of traffic, you will most likely A. Interfere with traffic and receive a ticket. B. Improve traffic flow. C. Demonstrate defensive driving techniques. A. Interfere with traffic and receive a ticket. You must drive more slowly than usual when there is heavy traffic or bad weather. However, if you block the normal and reasonable movement of traffic by driving too slowly, you may be cited. You should match the speed of traffic, unless the speed of traffic exceeds the legal speed limit. Which statement is true? A. You should put on your cruise control near a railroad crossing to maintain a constant speed. B. You must stop at a railroad crossing when directed to do so by a flagger or stop sign. C. You have the right of way at a railroad crossing and do not need to stop. B. You must stop at a railroad crossing when directed to do so by a flagger or stop sign. You must stop at a railroad crossing when directed to do so by a flagger, stop sign, or warning signal. Use caution when driving near railroad tracks. Which of these statements is true about large trucks? A. They take longer to stop than passenger vehicles. B. They all have air brakes that allow them to stop quickly. C. They are more maneuverable than passenger vehicles. A. They take longer to stop than passenger vehicles. Large trucks take longer to stop than other vehicles traveling at the same speed. The average passenger vehicle traveling at 55 miles per hour can stop within 400 feet. However, a large truck traveling at the same speed can take almost 800 feet to stop. When passing, you should move back into the right lane when A. You are one vehicle length ahead of the passed vehicle. B. You can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. C. You are 50 feet ahead of the passed vehicle. B. You can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror. Do not pass unless you have enough space to return to the driving lane. Before you return to the driving lane, be sure you have enough room between yourself and the vehicle you have passed. When you can see both headlights of the passed vehicle in your rearview mirror, it is safe to return to the driving lane. This sign means A. Two-way traffic. B. Change in direction ahead. C. School zone and crossing. A. Two-way traffic. This sign informs drivers that they are leaving a divided roadway and approaching a two-way highway. This road sign means A. No right turn. B. No U-turns. C. No left turn. A. No right turn. Regulatory signs provide notice to road users of traffic laws and must be obeyed. Where this sign is posted, making a right turn is prohibited. When you see this yellow sign, you should A. Always stop at the crosswalk. B. Stop at the crosswalk until a crossing guard signals for you to go. C. Be prepared to stop if children are in the crosswalk. C. Be prepared to stop if children are in the crosswalk. A five-sided sign indicates that you are near a school. Be aware and stop if children are in the crosswalk. A solid yellow line on your side of the centerline means A. Reduce your speed. B. Traffic light ahead. C. Do not pass. C. Do not pass. Solid yellow lines on two-lane roads indicate zones where passing is prohibited. If a solid yellow line appears next to a broken yellow line, drivers in the lane nearest to the solid yellow line may not pass. In some instances, both yellow lines will be solid, indicating that it is not safe to pass from either direction. A distraction when driving is A. Anything that causes evasive action while driving. B. Anything that takes your attention away from driving. C. Anything that causes you to pay more attention to driving. B. Anything that takes your attention away from driving. A distraction when driving is anything that takes your attention away from driving. Driver distractions may occur anytime and anywhere. Distracted driving can cause collisions, resulting in property damage, injury, and death. You enter a designated turn lane to make a left turn at an upcoming intersection. There is oncoming traffic. You should A. Move to the left of the center lane. B. Signal before you arrive at the intersection. C. Turn your front wheels to the left to be prepared to turn. B. Signal before you arrive at the intersection. When making a left turn, you should always begin signaling about 100 feet before the turn. You should keep your front wheels aiming straight ahead until it is safe to start your turn. This ensures that you will not be pushed into oncoming traffic if another vehicle hits you from behind. In Arkansas, shared center lanes can be used A. To turn left. B. To merge into a traffic lane following a left turn. C. Both of the above. C. Both of the above. A shared center turn lane is marked on each side with a solid yellow line next to a dashed yellow line. Shared center lanes are reserved for drivers making left turns and can be used by vehicles traveling in either direction. In Arkansas, it is permissible for a vehicle making a left turn from a street or driveway to utilize a center lane as part of the maneuver to gain access to or merge into traffic lanes. It is not permissible to use the center lane as an acceleration lane. This road sign means A. School crossing. B. Pedestrian crossing. C. Jogging trail. B. Pedestrian crossing. Warning signs are usually yellow with black markings. This sign indicates the presence of a crosswalk, regardless of if it is marked on the pavement or not. Upon seeing this sign, you should be alert and allow any pedestrians to cross the road safely. You may cross double yellow lines to pass another vehicle if the A. Vehicle in front of you moves to the right to let you pass. B. Yellow line next to your side of the road is broken. C. Yellow line next to the opposite side of the road is broken. Which of the following is most likely to be slippery in cold weather after snow or rain? A. A hilly, open road. B. A residential road. C. A road in a shaded area. C. A road in a shaded area. On cold, wet days, shaded spots on a roadway can become icy. Shaded areas often freeze before, and thaw out after, the rest of a road. A school bus is stopped ahead of you in your lane with its red lights flashing. You should A. Stop and proceed when you think all of the children have exited the bus. B. Slow to 25 miles per hour and pass cautiously. C. Stop for as long as the red lights are flashing. C. Stop for as long as the red lights are flashing. When a stopped school bus is using its flashing red lights, approaching drivers must stop and remain stopped until the lights stop flashing. If the school bus is on the opposite side of a divided highway, drivers do not need to stop. A vehicle suddenly cuts in front of you, creating a hazard. What should you do first? A. Honk and step on the brake firmly. B. Take your foot off the gas pedal. C. Swerve into the lane next to you. B. Take your foot off the gas pedal. If a vehicle merges in front of you too closely, take your foot off of the accelerator. This will create space between you and the vehicle ahead without requiring you to slam on your brakes or swerve into another lane. When changing lanes, you can check your blind spot by A. Using the inside rearview mirror. B. Turning your head and looking over your shoulder. C. Using your side mirror. B. Turning your head and looking over your shoulder. Even if your vehicle is properly equipped with mirrors, there are blind spots that cannot be seen by using the mirrors. Before changing lanes, look over your shoulder to check these areas.